Hi, it's Jane here again from Avoda. Just wanting to get on here and do an updated 2025 version of how to reconcile your bank account in Xero. Because the last video in 2022 has had heaps of views, was extremely popular. Some people liked the pace of it being very slow, and then others said too slow. So let's try and get something in between, a nice medium pace. Try and keep this under 10 minutes too, so it's nice and quick for you. Okay, so when you come into Xero, if you've connected your bank feeds, you will have your bank accounts here. Now I'm in a demo company and there are 26 items to reconcile. So let's go ahead and click on that. Okay, so what you will see is all the items outstanding to reconcile. There are two options. You've got this option in the Reconcile tab, and then you have a cash coding option if you're sometimes it's not enabled on your account. But yeah, it is on most of them. So you should have this cash coding option as well, which I will touch on really quickly right at the end. So let's go through some of the options here. You've got 4 options: match, create, transfer, and discuss. Now let's try the first option of match, and we can find one here that is green and it is already matching. So if you've entered in a bill or a sales invoice and you've received the money for a sales invoice or paid a bill, and you've entered it in Xero, it will match and go green just like this. If the amounts are exactly the same, if it is out by even 1 cent, it will not go green. It's a good thing to note that if you have sent out multiple invoices, like every year we send out our corporate compliance invoices to clients, and we'll have like a heap of invoices that are exactly the same amount. So Xero does a pretty good job at matching it up with the description, but it's often a good idea if you do have multiple amounts that are the same, if the description doesn't match, just to go find and match, and then have a look at all the other transactions that are there, just to see if anything else is a closer match, because sometimes Xero doesn't quite match it correctly. So once you have found the match, you would click on it in here. This has already selected it for us. So then all you need to do is click OK. All right, now the best thing to do, I would normally do, is just go through and find all the green ones, double check that they're correct, and then hit OK. So the next one is the Create tab. Now, yep, there's a good example here, which is a bank fee from NAB. And because we have created this before, it has automatically populated it. So Xero knows that we get a bank fee once a month, and it's automatically popped it in there. So you would type in the bank. So who's it from? I would normally say NAB. What for? Bank fees. So you can just select this and then scroll through and find the most suitable account for whatever the transaction is. So for this, we know it is 404 bank fees, and then for the Y, you put the description as to what it is, which is obviously a bank fee. Now, the way we've set up our accounts is that we have bank fees as GST expenses. So always good to double check that GST, whether it has GST or not on it. So yeah, all you need to do for that is click OK. You can go to the option here to add more details in as well. So yeah, you can add in extra lines. So if it was, say, I don't know, if you wanted to split it up and say that it's a credit card fee and an international transaction fee, you could do that. That's not necessary, but that's just an example. And then, yeah, like I said, you would hit OK. Again, there's one here that has automatically gone in as a create, and then without even going into add details, you can hit OK. All right, so that is the Create tab. The next one is Transfer. Now, transfer is specifically between bank accounts that are in Xero or credit cards that are in Xero. So if you have a credit card and you've popped $1,000 into it or you've paid it off, you can use this transfer button here. Or if you have a savings account and then just an everyday transaction account and you've popped $1,000 into the savings, use the transfer button as well. So when you use that and you click OK, it will automatically create a transaction into that bank account that we've selected. And if it did indeed come out of that bank account or go into that bank account, it will go green on that in that particular account. If you have matched it to this bank account and you did not transfer money into it or take money out of it and it was a different savings account, it will not go green and it'll put your bank balance out. So always a great idea when you're doing the transfer is to click OK, then jump straight over to this bank account and make sure that it's in there and it's gone green. Occasionally it won't go green because it might take an extra day or two if that transaction hasn't gone in or something crazy like that. But most of the time, just double check it and make sure that it has gone green. All right, now the last one is this Discuss tab. Now, this is perfect if you've got multiple staff in the office that are doing the reconciling, or someone works 2 days and then another person works 3 days. You can create notes for other people to see. We often use it, ask our clients to do it if we're doing bookkeeping. If I was doing bookkeeping for someone, I can make a note for the client to say, what was this for? I'm not sure which account to put it into, and vice versa. They can communicate with me and I can communicate with them. It's basically what it means is to discuss with someone else what that transaction might be. You could even leave a note to say I need the invoice for it or give me a copy of the receipt as well. Okay, here's another thing to note as well under the Create tab. And if you go back through some of my old videos, I have made a video on how to make bank rules. So if you are going to 7-Eleven every week to get fuel, it'll automatically apply this rule to 7-Eleven because you have set up a rule that 7-Eleven is always for petrol. So it's perfect, saves a lot of time if you know you're spending something every single week. Just to do the rule, and all you have to do is click OK. Always a good idea to double check that that's what it is. Obviously 7-Eleven, you could have bought a pie or something like that, which obviously is not going to be fuel. All right, so let's quickly touch on cash coding now. So that opens up this different screen here, which has this nice big table on it. So I always recommend cash coding is great for things that are the same. So for example, here we can see parking and they're all for $12, which is perfect. So best way to do this is to sort by payee, and then it does it alphabetically. So you can easily select all the ones that you want that are exactly the same. You would type a description in, which we would call parking, and you just enter it in on the first one. And then as soon as you have finished typing the description, you press enter. Okay, don't press enter because it just adds space. Click into the account after you have written the description. And then same again, we would put this under travel if it's for parking. This one I'm pretty sure we can enter on, yes. All right. And then, anything you've selected, you could select the whole screen and it's going to make everything parking, everything travel, and double check whether there's GST on that parking as well, because that may need changing to GST free. All right, and then all you have to do is go save and reconcile selected. Cool, that's all you need to know, like a really quick rundown on how to reconcile your bank account in Xero. If you found this helpful, support me please. Give this video a like and please subscribe to our channel, because I'm working hard to grow it and your support would mean the world. Thank you.